Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing things, and guess what, babe? I'm here to prove you wrong. Okay, let's not about all of them, and let's not about. Sorry, okay, too far ahead of myself. Let's see what Bay had to say today about the prophets. Sorry, Bay does not know how to tell the truth. She likes to lie, and she's a monster.
Beginning when they were talking about his son, or their son. They were never really, they weren't there for him. Longest length before commercial, but it's the second longest length. 24 minutes is typical what we schedule our advertisements. So if you guys are getting more than one advertisement every 24 minutes, you shouldn't be.
Many hungry
It
for.
seems like Brian What seems like Brian is making his he likes his little newfound fame. He feels like a little movie star. He's kind of making his rounds on as much to anybody that's willing to listen. He's trying really hard. He's not really talking about his wife. He seems to be more talking and engaging about how he's not the bad guy.
I don't know what she's talking about. Jane, she's talking about because she's covering, but she talk about the prophet. And you know what I mean? Like her? No, I'm gonna check her ass real fast. What I mean by that is I'm gonna tell the truth. And so she knows to lie and manipulate things.
So self-serving purposes. So we'll see. I don't see him having a
Sounds like
photo of his
Seth
wife.
to
I don't see
me.
him begging with, the other voters, get out there, help me look for my wife. It's very self-serving. It reminds me a lot of Chris and Katie's interviews.
No, it reminds me of Seth fucking Niven. All he did is make money of him. Go ahead, go.
At the beginning when they were talking about his son, or their son. They were never really. They weren't there for him. They were there for
Really?
self-serving motivation. They were there to convince the world that they didn't have anything to do with it.
God, he did. He did. Even the cops have said that. You dumb fuck. What? You're not doing this today. Not today, honey. You for bullshit. Come on, buddy. You, she's not better than me. She's a long life creature.
Nobody really, a parent that has nothing to do with their child, they don't really care what the world thinks. They just
He don't. Unlike Seth, he can do interviews faster than the prophets. Um, telling personal and private information about his son. We don't know that, buddy. We don't know that.
want their child, and you'll see the motivation. You can see a stark contrast between Seth Rogers and his
No, ma'am. Seth is the ballad. Seth to
behavior and Chris and Katie's behavior. Now, mind you, Chris and Katie were the ones living with Sebastian more than Seth was. Yet Seth is the one pounding the pavement. Seth's the one wearing the shirt every single day, advertising his son is missing. Seth's the one out there trying to make sure that there's little amenities and things like that going on milestone events like a son's birthday, and getting free shakes, for people to draw people.
can you raise money for this boy? Don't you remember, babe? She raised money for missing for the kids. You said kids did nothing?
People in to learn more about his son from restaurants. He did a lot to try to do anything and everything to bring attention to his son, but he's fighting
No, he's not.
a corrupted sheriff's office, a corrupted politicians and DA.
Sounds like someone's bet her again. He's not fight. I don't know why he's fighting them. You know, as okay, I think so.
and he's really literally swimming in the sea of swamp creatures. And there's
But you're the swamp creature, not King Chris. Why the fuck do you always gotta bring that up? Oh, because yeah, I've been so hateful person. Let me show you my proof. Let me show you my proof. This is wrong.
There's no help for him, and every time you turn around, you hear the whole community acting like this boy never even existed.
But you know they're scared against you. Do you not understand that? Seth Russell and you put two people in a lawsuit for your benefit, thinking you know in the right, you know in the wrong. You need to shut the fuck up. Let me say question, please. I'm gonna go back to the very first interview. But what I can just prove this. I can prove. Do you not remember? He got into a pushing contest like Triple Me. Why is this not a true face? You still put my back. Fucking about, baby. Okay, look up. Let's listen to Duchess. Because she's. Close. Sorry. The first interview. Let's listen and see if there's surface. Like Bay says. Why is it like that?
Quick, if you guys will give me just a second. Flyers myself, and it's weekend. So do you want to walk us through what that looks like again for everybody?
He did have a really good weekend, actually. When we come home from having supper that evening, he was playing. When he went to bed, when I told him to go to bed, he said, "I love you, Mama," and he said, "I love you, puppies." A little later in the evening, I myself went to bed, and when I went to wake him up for school, he wasn't here.
And you did tell me that Sebastian is not a runner.
He's not.
It's okay. Take your time.
Sebastian does not have a history of running. I mean, the young man doesn't go outside very much. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood knows him. He is very to himself, so to speak. Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
He didn't take a phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Now, you told me that night now, Chris, you were at work. You were out of town at work,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you were not even home.
Correct, ma'am.
And Mom, you fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight.
Midnight.
And nothing was unusual at that point. Everything seemed okay.
There's actually a piece of, so to make something very crystal clear, so that way
Okay.
there's transparency across the board. Me and the mom were on the phone at 9:43 or 9:46 in the evening. We stayed on the phone for quite some time. The call logs have been verified by all the police departments, TBI included. We stayed on the phone. It was very lengthy. Mom did slightly start falling asleep while she was on the couch. I had said, "Hey, you need to wake up, put the dogs up, go to bed." Now, mind you, that was right around midnight, just before midnight or right around midnight.
Mhm.
So then mom does go to bed and wakes up early in the morning to go wake her son up, get him ready for school. And now we have a worried mom who can't find her son in the house. Mom made an effort to look and search several times. Um, Mom has called me at the time and asked me, she was like, "I can't find him." I was like, "Do what?" And she goes, "Yeah, I cannot find him." I said, "Well, hang on." I made the phone call and reported it to the sheriff's department because that's what we're supposed to do. And within 10 minutes, the sheriffs were dispatched to the location.
And you had told me that there hadn't been any particular situation that had occurred where you felt like there would have been something that happened. And I also had asked you if there were any friends that Sebastian might have possibly left the house with, or if he had any contact with anyone on social media. Do you want to comment about that again?
He doesn't have a social media.
Okay.
And the only friends that he had were a couple of kids in school.
Okay.
All the kids that have had any interaction with him have been interviewed and asked.
Okay.
We as parents know how social media can be,
Right.
and seeing how kids can be easily manipulated. Um,
He's very young and
that I'm doing everything I can. Doing everything I can to find him. Trying to do everything I can to make sure nobody forgets him, because I never will. You know, people still, I need help. I need people to still can, even if they don't pan out. I don't tips takes so much. And it really, so besides the fact that that's my son, besides the fact that my profession has been affected by this, I just, there's not enough people in this world that have the job title in these law enforcement agencies that actually care about the children. You know, I believe he said it well when he wrote that song. The detective in Jacksonville, Florida was I've seen some of the stuff going around, and it's I'm working on it. It's to be a federal law so that it oversees state law. So that way we can actually do something for our children. If we're not doing this stuff, it never ends. And every time I turn on the news or anything of the sort, I just see that there's more and more missing children. What would tell me to be found? It's hard to realize that it's been over a year to kick my son because I'm over your BS. Right? They find him, it's the best thing in the world. It's hard to realize that it's been over a year. And what you're doing, understand that I got people that let me know what you two are doing. My court's coming up. Are you both going to be there? Is your mama going to breastfeed you onto the court too? Because I'm over your BS. You're nasty. You're disgusting. You don't deserve to be around children. I mean,
at work and had a damn alibi. But that don't mean like Hawaii.
But don't worry, he's going to come back on panel in about 10. And Kyle's business was put out here. You're not phasing me today, tomorrow, or any other day. If you think you're going to scare me into shutting up, you got another thing coming. You can fuck all.
Can you hear me now?
It's a service. He froze.
Oh, you froze. You're froze.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not
Yes.
worried about it.
All right. Can you hear me now? I don't know. Go out and come back in. Hold on.
Thank you,
Hold on.
guys.
Hold on.
Y'all got it. My mods are awesome.
But didn't want to be in her backyard because apps
rate with he's mad.
So we've got the short butts comments, the Dutch bus comments, and now the racist comments, all in.
to tell me that you were going to kick my son out of your house and that maybe he was just going to prove you wrong on that he could live without being underneath your roof is some BS, dude. You should never have said that to my son. You have no right to my son. And I tell you what, the way it's going, Katie, you don't have a right to a child either. I don't know what happened. Happened to you. You were not the person I married. You're not even the person I divorced. But if your significant other that you decide to bring into your child's life can't deal with your children, they're not worth it unless they're going to sit there and take care of those children. If I ask people just to hand out 10 flyers. This time I'm going to ask people to take that picture that I put. If Chris and Katie are watching this, I don't care. I don't care if they're watching. I hope they are watching. I hope they are enjoying the misery that they're putting me through. Because as God is my witness, it will return sevenfold. I don't deserve this, Sebastian. Does not deserve this. And it will come back around. I'd say I'd love to be there for when karma smacks you in the face, both of you. But I don't care. I really don't. I just want my son. I want my son found, returned home to me so that he can continue on with his life, with how he's going to affect the world. You two don't deserve a child like Sebastian in your life. You guys don't deserve somebody else that's in your life right now. I feel so sorry for that child. Pretty sure she wonders every day if she's gonna wake up and even be there, or ever even get to talk to her mom again. I know things on the inside of your house that you probably don't want me to know. But I tell you what, we all know that you didn't let a particular organization into your house for a reason. Those things, please, let's not have any arguments.
So, Ray is lying because she doesn't like to protect Sephora because she won't do anything to make you look good. Nobody is not happy. You have full protection against it. Say God your mouth because every day you talk, I can just debunk the fucking lies that you have told. Sister and Sarah, this is not even sensation. Leave this case alone. Because I'm going to debunk your lies every day if I have to. So Seth is the one that is self-serving. He doesn't give a damn as long as he can make some money on the side. I'm so sick of everybody. I mean, really? You're not gonna get this soon, so you gotta break a lot, unlike you. I have to go, but I'll see you later. Bye!